and I need you to face this way. What did you say?
Well, my chair was like this.
It could be a river.
My chair was like this.
What else could it be?
Volcano.
A volcano. What else?
A lake.
A lake.
A table.
A rock.
Structure.
A table.
Structure.
A puddle.
A puddle. A puddle. Brittany, you're late. Did you put your things away?
Cinderella.
Is that the sun? No, get away from me, man. I feel like that's what it's three. Oh, man.
Please.
Miss, is that the sun?
Sun.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm just interested in ideas. I like the lake. I
That's how I know. I'm joking.
That's a warning for fall legs on the floor, please.
PS4.
Salma, did you have, what ideas did you have?
I don't know this.
PS4.
PS4? What else might it be?
It could be anything.
It could be anything. Today's aims to work towards that is to explore a theme using imagination and clearly articulating your own views and opinions, and to build dramatic tension in a complicit piece. So I think the animation was quite clever in building tension, because it physically, a big hand physically came in and shook the square with the person then falling out, totally shaking up their land, destroying it. Powerful, and it even flicked, like really, like this big hand just flicked this person off the screen, made it really quite powerful and dramatic. Okay, so these are the elements that can build tension in a scene. What we're going to do is see if we can do some of that in today's lesson. Before we start the improvisation, I just wanted to introduce you to some of my friends. So this is going to be a piece of land. I'm going to suggest one idea, and we can see if, as a class using forum theatre, we use this idea. In Ecuador, this is an indigenous family. Does anyone know what indigenous means?
Yeah, I mean native.
Native, yeah. Can you explain a bit more about what you mean by native?
Original of the land, for example, you know how in Britain before there used to be Scottish tribes, but Romans came, it's kind of like that.
Yes, so it's, yeah, definitely. It's a group of people that have lived on the land forever and ever, I would say, that for their entire lives. Their whole culture and their community is built in the land. And these guys live in Ecuador in the Amazon rainforest. This is Balaji and Julio. This is Monica and her son. And
Her son or her son?
her son.
Okay.
Sorry. And they, Balaji.
How do you know their name?
Because I worked with them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I worked with them in. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea of the kind of environment that they live in, where the conflict of this particular land comes across. So this is the Amazon jungle, just goes on for miles and miles and miles. This is the main streets in their village, so the main town. These are the huts that they would live in. So there may be, you know, you'd have father, mother, and usually 4 children all living in a one-room house here. They get their water from the local stream. They own the land that they're living on, and their land that they're living on is their livelihood. It's everything to them. So they will grow the food that they eat. They will have ponds where they grow the fish that they will eat. Everything is on the land which they live. Okay. One of the things that they grow on their land
Is it cane?
is sugar cane. What goes into a can of Coca-Cola?
Sugar.
An awful lot of sugar. A lot of it comes from different countries. Brittany, do you want to come and sit this side for me? So you can focus a bit better. Okay, and this is another one. So this is another, the guys are waving from their house. Here's the water, you can't really see, there's a pond here which is where they get all their water. Cleaning, drinking, everything. Literally, the dad will wash here every morning.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, this is carrying the sugar cane, so that's the one thing, that's their one livelihood, the main thing that the land is used for. Okay, so I wanted to bring in improvisation based around this particular land that I'd like to set with my friends in the Ecuadorian jungle, where they produce sugar cane. Now the thing with Coca-Cola is everyone drinks Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They need a lot, well a lot of people do, they sell a lot, they need a lot of sugar to keep the Coca-Cola going for all the people in the Western world, so us and in America. Okay.
Are they paid on? Are they paid well? Or they're just like...
No, not necessarily. So because they're an indigenous people, they used to roam, a bit like, have you ever done the Indians? They roamed the land, they roamed the jungle, and they lived in the jungle, and that was their life. The government separated the land up and allocated a little piece to each of them when the country became a little bit more westernised. So they have a plot of land to live off, so to live as they would have done in that section of land, okay? But land is really, really important, and we're going to look at this now. I was going to ask for you two, if you could come up here just for a second to help me with this first improvisation. Everyone else needs to think about the characters that we've seen, the world in which they're living in, okay? And then, so.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How may I help?
I'm Kieran Willingworth, and I've come to create a sugar mill from your land. Would that be okay from you?
No.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked for your permission, because it is simply mine, if you didn't understand.
This belongs to our tribe. Our family owns this land.
But you're wrong there, because the government does.
Who cares about the government?
Sarah, come in. This is my trusty businesswoman, Sarah, which will explain all the details about your land by the government. And what we'll create. Sarah, off you go.
No, I don't use it.
Well, Sarah's quite ill today, so I'll explain for her. When we get the sugar mill, we'll create bigger companies.
And will we get a share?
Of course you'll get a share. You come to work for us.
Let's
as
talk
well.
about money. How much do we get?
I'm not sure of the exact amount, but it'll be worthwhile.
I don't give my land away till I get the exact amount I
Well,
want.
I'll take your land, because it's not yours either. And if you don't want what I'm giving to you, then you can leave.
There's no need to discuss this, sir. We are going to take it.
Sarah's right.
There's a question on the board for you all to be thinking about. Thank you very much, ladies, for sitting there. Thank you, Samira. That's a merit for sitting nice and quietly and properly. Thank you. Like Jojo and Josephine?
Yes, she does.
Okay, needy. So for you three, that's merit for doing this quietly, and for the boys as well. Thank you very much. Following instructions. Thank you, George, for doing the door this morning. Thank you, Albert. Right, everybody sat down in front of the screen in 5, 4, 3. Scott, can you put your scarf away, please? 2.
She should not be on the
2 and 1. Are you due to join the circle? Just waiting for one more to join the circle. Put the pencil away, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the next lesson in Commedia Del Arte. There's a question on the board that I need you to think about. See if you've got any answers. But just before we find out what a Lazzi is, you need to know that this lesson and next lesson are your termly assessment lessons. So Sir and I are looking at your levels, and this term has all been about body.
It's alright. There you go.
Alright, so I've got the descriptions here, so can I have 3 volunteers, please? Put your hands up for a merit. So I've got 1 from Samira, and 1 from Albert, fantastic. 1 more, I need 1 more person. Thank you very much, Lizzie. Right. Okay, so Samira, can you read all of your effort so far on the work for Commedia Del Arte? Dante, do you want to come just here for me, please? Please. Please, come on, quickly. And you sit here so you don't get distracted. I'll stand on the other side. Thank you. Okay, so all of your effort so far this time is already a level 3. So what we're going to look at, Samira, if you could read the first one for me.
I can attempt to create a character.
Okay, so can someone give me a character, anyone? Columbina. Okay, so if I was a level 4, I can attempt to create a character. So I might do this. Columbina walks her hips, so I've attempted to create a character. All right? Who was my second volunteer? Sorry. Could you read number 5 for me?
I can create a character different from myself by changing my gestures.
Who can remember what gestures are? Say that again? Movement, yes, a particular movement of a piece of your body. So if I was doing Columbina, I might have a gesture to go with my... A lot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, those scenes, they would have had a script, but a lot of the time, Will Smith would improvise and make stuff up in front of the audience as they went along. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today. So the connection between a Lazzi, yeah, so it's funny, stock joke characters, and improvisation, so making it up as you go along, all right? So they're the key things that we're thinking about today. All right? So in your characters, so I can see you frozen, standing as your characters in 3. Oh, lovely, Angel. 2, 1. Lovely, Arnie. I like the body of that. I like Angel's bendy legs, definitely being an Arcolino. You know, might have to be a merit for that character if you can carry that on for the next bit. Walk around the room and say good morning to everyone that you can meet, nice and slowly, please. Spanish? Italian. So similar. Thank you very much. Hello. Nice and calmly and quietly. Can you slow it down? Challenge. Can you just express the say hello? Make sure that you hello. Lovely bendy legs. Okay. And freeze as your character in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Frozen as your character. Lovely. Like now as your character. That's some lovely gobbledygook. I'll tell you what,
That wasn't gobbledygook.
I need it to be when I'm not speaking.
Say someone's name.
Okay, find someone in the room, it's a pair, that you're going to go up to and say hello in your pairs. Okay, in 3, 2.